I hate myself. I fucking hate myself. I recorded this video 1 minute ago, but the camera on this fucking phone, so I filmed, a coffee cup. That's what I did. I talked about the fucking Knights of the Seven Kingdoms for like 10 minutes. And I filmed a fucking coffee cup and not my ugly face. Anyway, so I have to do this. So I'll start with Game of Thrones again. What do I think about Game of Thrones? Well, season 1 to season 6 are pretty great. People would argue that it started going down in season 5, but yeah, I don't think so personally. I think, the Dornish thing is kind of crap. I agree. But season 6 has boring elements in it. Season 5 too, perhaps. But I never really thought that, at least from episode 1 to 4, that season 1 to season 4, I never thought it was boring. Even though there's a lot of people talking, right? And I love The Wire, the most boring show ever. I've seen The Wire like 5 or 6 or 7 times. So, yeah. But season 6 kind of feel boring sometimes. People just talking. But season 6 has absolutely the best moments in the whole show. The Battle of the Bastards, the last episode where Cersei blows up the fucking church thing. It has a lot of, and hold the door. So season 6 is in a lot of ways one of the better seasons. Fuck. I call it episodes all the time. Doesn't matter, whatever. Season 7, it's kind of like season 6. It has some lows, I guess, but I like season 7. I remember people complaining about the whole traveling thing, that people just teleported in season 7 because Game of Thrones was so realistic that like people traveled from one place to another. We saw them travel. That's where character stuff happened. But in season 7, people just teleported from King's Landing to Winterfell, and people complain about that. I never thought that. I just didn't give a fuck about that. It's a shorter season, and after season 6 with some sort of boring, and season 5 some sort of boring storylines. Yeah, I welcomed it. I welcomed it being a bit shorter. I gotta say, as a nerd for score, music, film music, the love theme for between Daenerys and Jon Snow, the love theme in season 7 is so beautiful. It's fantastic. It's great. And also, Jon Snow's theme in season 6 is also great. I am terrible at music and tones. People say this to me all the time. I'm tone deaf. So, fuck it. Jon Snow's theme in season 6 is great. Anyway, so you have season 8. What do I think about season 8? Well, I think episode 1 to 3 are great. I especially like episode 2, where it's the doom and gloom thing. Everybody's preparing for death and destruction, and you feel it. It's so much. I'm a sucker for tone and mood, and and when Paul sings Jenny of Allstone, and you have the clips, a montage of people preparing for the whole thing. I love it. And then you have the long night. The only problem with me with the long night is too few people die, too few main characters die. But other than that, I think the fucking episode is fucking great. I love it. It's well made. It's well directed by this Poshposhnik guy. The Poshposhnik guy, he made I think he made Hard Home, and he made directed Battle of the Bastards and Light of the Seven, I think the finale of season 6 is called. He didn't direct anything in season 7, and he came back in season 8 and directed episode 3 and 5. So after episode 3, episode 4, we see, okay, so you still have a fuck ton of Dothraki, and you still have a fuck ton of Unsullied, so it kind of didn't matter, the whole Night King thing. And episode 5, it's well directed, it's a well-made action, it's well made, but the writing isn't great. And the whole Daenerys, I like that Daenerys flipped, got crazy. It was in the cards all the time. And I wanted that to happen because I never liked Daenerys. Daenerys' storyline is the most boring storyline. It's just people love her because she has the high highs. She has some really badass moments, but other than that, it's not that exciting. Anyway, so the whole thing with her like getting, can I just say this, that when she is at the dragon, she looks at the clock tower and she just cracks and just burns everyone. It should have been like because the Dothraki and Northmen makes the Lannisters give up, and the Lannisters give up their weapon and stand there, and it's just them. But then Daenerys fucks but he gets completely crazy and burns everything. What should have happened is there should be some soldier, Lannister soldier, some bowman or something, should like this with the bow and just like in Helm's Deep in Two Towers, just oh shit, I fired it on accident and it hit someone and that person got hit, dies, and then this fucking thing starts because the Lannisters gave up, but now they have to fight, and Daenerys sees that, and that is what makes her fucking go crazy and burns everything. So that's my thing about that. The last episode is boring and uneventful and House of the Dragon, I can't like judge it because it's all up to season 3 now. Because season 1 and season 2 is a build-up to the war, and if season 3 delivers, if season 3 delivers, season 1 and season 2 is good seasons. If season 3 sucks, season 1 and season 2 sucks. That's what I have to say about House of the Dragon. But House of the Dragon has the whole thing that Game of Thrones has going, like many characters, politics, and violent deaths and everything. So then we come to the Knights of the Seven Kingdoms. And what do I think about episode 1, 2, 3? I think they're fucking great. I love it. I love them. It's so the whole thing. I'm gonna say what everybody else has said. Like when in the beginning the Game of Thrones music starts and it just cuts to him shitting. I love that. The show immediately introduces you to a new editing style. This is more lighthearted and humorous, and you see that in the beginning too when he talks about his John of Pennytree or something. And you see how he slapped Sir Dunk, and he also in episode 2 you see his giant cock in flashbacks, creepy flashbacks. But what they do brilliantly is when you see Sir Dunk for the first time, is the first shot of this show, and he says, "I don't have the words," and it describes the character so beautifully. And when he buries the guy. And you immediately like Duncan. You immediately like him. And I applaud the show for doing that and being able to make me root for a character at once. And I also like that he's kind of stupid or dumb. And I love the characters that are like that, like Rocky. He's so lovable, but he's kind of stupid. But he has some sort of wisdom throughout the stupidness. Um, and in Marvel and MCU, everybody is a genius. Spider, Peter Parker, Iron Man, Tony Stark, Bruce Banner, and everyone is a fucking genius. So it's nice to see someone that is not a genius. But the kid, Egg, he is great to equally great. And he is the smart one. Duncan, you can see that Duncan is intimidated by this intelligence because this little kid, like, corrects Sir Dunk all the time. Well, actually, no. And that's a really good match. And the kid is great. I don't know if it's a good casting that is great for this role, or if the kid is a good actor, great actor, because we need to see more of this kid. I love the lighthearted tone, as I said. I love that the episodes are 30 minutes. It's much more lighter watch. It's like, I can watch this show. And Game of Thrones or House of the Dragon, you have to do I have time to watch this show before I go to bed? But Knights of the Seven Kingdom, you can. And also, I'm wondering if they're going with the Better Call Saul approach. Are they going to? I saw some episode. Me and my brother, we eat dinner at our mother's house, like on Sundays sometimes. And for some reason, me and my brother saw season 1 of Better Call Saul, and my mother sat there and saw a few episodes of season 1 of Better Call Saul without context. And she thought it was a comedy, even though we said to her constantly, it's not a comedy. But she is kind of dim. But so she didn't understand it. But she eventually saw the episode. Now, saw the whole show and understood that it was much darker than that. Anyway, so I don't think they're going to do that. And I don't know anything about the source material. But it would be cool if the show got darker and more serious. Like the show and the style of the show also has a development. I don't know. That would be cool. Like, season 6 of Better Call Saul is pretty fucking dark.